Hello, hello, and welcome, or should I say ho, 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 Christmas cousins. I'm Cousin Chad.
And I'm Cousin Seth.
And Cousin Seth, we are visited today, a first-timer, a new Christmas cousin to join the show. We've got with us, super fan of the show, Cousin Lee. Welcome, Lee.
Oh.
Hello, guys.
This is amazing.
It's a grand entry.
Yes, Lee has been, Seth, he's been listening to the show. We're going to get into it with him, but essentially from the beginning, almost, we've been hearing from him comments and emails and things like that. And we finally connected and said, well, join us on air. Seth, we love all of our Christmas cousins to come on and meet them and interact. And Lee said, sure, I'll do it. Most people, they're too scared, Lee. They head for the hills. This is like a congressional hearing. We pepper questions at you. It's very serious. So
you never know what the backlash could be.
Yeah, you really don't. Now, a little pull back the curtain in the pre-production meeting, which we have very serious. We speak for about 3 hours to set everything up before these shows. Mm-hmm. Lee and I were having a great conversation. Cousin Seth came on, and he got so starstruck at Seth's presence, the aura, and immediately was like, wow, what kind of ring light is that? But no, that's just Seth's aura. That's all it is. It's just amazing how he glows. And Lee, you've heard us describe it, but you now felt it almost firsthand. How did that feel? Seeing Seth in person.
I started to sweat.
Yeah, good answer. Yeah. He's not wrong, Seth. I've known you since the 70s, and that's what happens to me still, to this day.
It slowly washes over you. Or it's not like a big surprise. Like,
it's not getting any better for me then, is it?
Right. No. Once he starts levitating, Lee, you're really going to freak out. That's usually halfway through the show. But so here's the thing. For those of you who are new to the show, I'm Cousin Chad. I'm a huge seasonal and Christmas and holiday enthusiast. I was talking to my beloved Cousin Seth one day, and he's telling me he doesn't do anything for the seasons. I mean, nothing. It would be pie pumpkin season, and my cousin would walk in and get black coffee, like not even look at the stuff, and just be completely unaware of it and all the great movies and fun. And so I said, let's go through a journey. I'll take you through it. We might as well record it, have some fun. If one person listens, if two listen, great. Seth, now we're up to, I believe, what was the last number we had? Average daily listeners?
234 million. Oh, sorry, 23.4 million.
23.4 million was the which is amazing that we don't have sponsors with those numbers, but we don't need them, Seth. You're independently wealthy and take care of your whole family, which is fantastic. But Lee is joining us today. And Lee, I do have some questions for you. So before we get into it, oh, by the way, on today's episode, we are going to be doing the Trader Joe's Pumpkin Haul Dessert Edition, which is it really is a huge fan favorite. These get almost as much feedback as anything else, unless it's Seth retching or getting a tattoo he's never heard of.
Right. You try to work them all into each other.
Yeah, we need to do that in one episode. So Lee actually went to Trader Joe's, his local one in Pittsburgh. He bumped into someone named Pittsburgh Pete, an old Stern caller, and he ended up getting the dessert to bring tonight. So we're going to see what he brought. We're going to taste them all on air. Hopefully we'll inspire you. If you live near Trader Joe's, to get some. Let us know what you think, what you don't. You could hit us up at Christmas Cousins Pod on Instagram and Facebook, and christmascousinspod@gmail.com. So Lee, once again, welcome to the show. I do want to know, I hope you're not nervous with the crowd. It's a good sized crowd.
I'm working through it. Big breaths.
Okay, good. They and all the signs, that people have for Seth. When you're listening, you don't see, like, look at this sign over here, Seth, you be my pumpkin this fall. I mean, this is crazy, like the things that they have for him. Seth is, though, in a serious relationship right now with Mrs. X. So
yeah.
It's look at that sign, Seth. Can I be Mrs. Y? No, he's sticking with Mrs. X. These fans are crazy. Like, it's really crazy.
I can see the women reflecting in his eyes.
Yes, exactly. Melting at his smile. It's like Beatlemania all over again. So Lee, how did you first find out? Yeah, exactly. Who, me? So Lee, how did you first ever find out about this show? Where did you hear of it? Did it come up on a search?
Yeah, I think it came up on the search. I had listened to a few other, podcasts, Christmas related, that were, I'd say, structured. And, so I kind of started going through, and I really was just looking for somebody or a group that just kind of talked Christmas. It wasn't just a review. It wasn't just a Christmas book club. It was just, let's talk about things. And I found you guys, and the first episode I think I heard was the Dunkin' Starbucks drink off.
Oh, okay.
And
Very
which was, I mean, that had to have been one of the first few, because I know I got caught up pretty quick. And then after that, you guys had done I think it was on Instagram, where it was an episode a day for a week.
Mhm.
And I found
Yes.
myself like making an effort to be home and
Oh,
to check this
wow.
out, and then the boot shots, and then we got into
Yes.
like the heinies, which I didn't even know that was really a thing.
Right.
So,
Neither
Yeah.
did
I mean,
Seth.
it's fairly new to me as well.
so I kind of showed up Monday not knowing anything, and then by the end of the week, it was boot shots, heinies, all this stuff, and I just really appreciated kind of I don't want to say unstructured, but kind of the laissez-faire way you guys went about things, and you never knew exactly where it was going to end up, and kind of got me hooked, and here I am a year later.
Wow, that is awesome. Seth,
That
what do you
is.
think
It's
about
so-
that? I love
that's
hearing how
great
people
to
find the
hear.
show.
Yeah, I remember you joining us for our lives and stuff, and it was yeah, that
And
was
Lee
we
was
were
a-
doing those. What's that?
Lee was a great writer. I remember he had some really good lines. He was like our Jackie Martling, kind of behind the scenes, throwing some lines in there. And
I don't know if that's a good thing.
yeah, really.
It didn't end well.
No, it didn't. No, you don't want to be our Artie either. So that really didn't. So, or our Benji. I don't know who it would be at this point. So, but
Yeah.
okay. So you found out were there. So you said the Heine-thon where you were watching the live, and yeah, those were really unstructured because those were just Instagram lives. But our show kind of is a Jack Kerouac stream of consciousness theme. We do have an idea and a structure, and we just kind of see where it's like a Grateful Dead jam. We always come back to the song, but we just don't know where we're going to go in between. We might go China Cat into I Know You Rider, and then it may just, go into Johnny Be Good. Who knows what's going on? You know how it goes, Lee. Lee and I were talking before the show, Seth. He's a big Dead fan. I'm a big Dead fan. He's a big Stern fan. So, and he's a big Christmas Cousins fan. So, I mean, this is like, Lee has great taste is what I'm saying. This is
Absolutely.
exactly.
All the taste.
Exactly. Good stuff. So did you have any top episodes besides just how you found as top 3 or few episodes that you were like, these really stood out to you? I mean, I know, I have some that stand out above the rest. They're all gold.
I mean, the one that got me was Seth's tattoo. Just the lack of knowledge of something on your own body. I think I listened to that one twice. It floored me. And the Heine stuff always got me. And then what was the line? And Seth, you had said something. It was, what's the best state or the best city for Christmas? And you said England or something.
Oh yeah, U.S. City.
Yeah.
We did an episode, your top 5 U.S. Christmas destinations, and Seth's number 1 was London, England. It was amazing. And it wasn't a joke. It wasn't planned. He just chose London.
I just didn't read the subject heading on the email.
No, you didn't.
And the other one recently that got me was the breakfast and the dry eating. And I may have something to rival that because it's pumpkin butter.
Okay,
and,
I'm glad you got it.
I have that upstairs as well. I didn't bring that for my dessert, but I have had that, Lee. And well, hopefully Seth retches when you try it. We can only hope, but we'll see. Did you, by the way, for those of you who don't know what he's talking about, so recently, just last week, actually, we had an episode where we did Trader Joe's Pumpkin Haul Part 1, dessert, breakfast foods. And I was trying, are you going to retch me just talking about it, Seth? I was trying the pumpkin spice overnight oats. It was thick and viscous and gooey, Seth, and had a strong smell. And Seth was retching just watching me through Zoom or whatever we're on the video. And it was the funniest thing. Did you see the video of it, Lee? Did you catch that part?
I did. And the best part about that, Chad, was the look in your eyes when you were just scooping it and you were just looking at Seth. And it was just like an evil little brother that was just watching him squirm.
It was terrible.
Oh, it was hilarious.
The worst part, I think, that was bad. And then what really took it over the top when I was off screen and still like, was it just dangling from his lip? There's just probably a good inch long of the stuff. I was just like, And I don't know if you knew it was
Seth,
there. I feel like you did, and you're just like, I'm just gonna let it hang out.
Seth, is it a like a texture thing or a noise thing or what gets you?
Yeah, with that, yeah,
Yes.
all the above. Right. But yeah, with like things like mayo and
I knew you
generally
were going to
like
say mayo.
it's so
His mom hates
sensitive.
mayo too. It runs in the family. They're very neurotic, his side, his branch. The
So
best
pumpkin
was, I'm,
spice mayo is out of the
yeah,
question.
Oh
oh, that
yeah.
would be beautiful. The funniest was I've been married to my wife for like 22, 23 years, I guess at this point. And we were watching the video back and from last week they were talking about, and she said, Chad, I don't think I've ever seen you laugh that hard. I was just like apoplectic with laughter. It was so funny. Like I could not control myself. And it was great. Seth, you didn't even plan it. The joy you bring me, Seth, it's great. So we can just hope. We can just hope that Seth will have an explosion tonight, and it'll make my day. So,
I think I'll be okay with the butter just
oh,
because
shucks.
I'm okay with peanut butter, apple butter. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But this
Well,
may
We're
be
about to
complete.
find out.
yeah.
Right.
I love pumpkin spice mayo. If someone's listening and wants to send it to Cousin Seth,
Oh,
we'll give you
no.
one of his addresses, pumpkin spice mayo. I hear people, mixing it up right now and
Oh,
getting it ready. So, that would be great, Seth.
If you
That
send
would
that,
be
you get 10 Christmas Cousins Pod stickers.
exactly. You get whatever you want from the store. So, all right, Seth, I think
so
you're ready
Lee,
for that one.
do you usually around this time keep up with like the pumpkin stuff, or like do you drink pumpkin spice drinks, or?
So I have not been a fall guy until about 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
So I wasn't even like a big Halloween guy. It was all about Christmas. And then Maria, my better half, she has a son who is very into Halloween, and we just started kind of doing more and more stuff. And I started getting interested in the pumpkin spice lattes and the different foods, and it just kind of took off from there. So this is kind of like year 2 or year 3 where I'm really out looking at pumpkin spice stuff, because
Yeah.
before it was just kind of silly to me, and now it's becoming part of my life.
Right.
It's the
Funny
thrill
how it does
that you wait. It's a harbinger of the changing of the seasons and the cold coming, and that's what I like about it. That it takes a boring shopping trip, and you're like, oh, I'm trying to find this cool stuff to try.
Well, one thing I've kind of found, and I don't know if this is just getting older or whatever it is, but any reason you can find to make things better and more enjoyable, why not do them? So,
Right.
you have this in October, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and you can have some fun for quite a few months out of the year, especially when you start putting up Christmas decorations. Where am I? Right there in about July.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
So, what is your history
I
with
like that.
with Christmas? You've always been a Christmas lover.
Oh yeah, always loved Christmas. I remember I was probably, I don't know, 7 years old, 8 years old. And I remember we were driving, we'd always go down to West Virginia because that's where my mom's family's from. Don't hold that against me. And I remember driving back one night, and, I looked up and I swear I saw Santa Claus, the sleigh, the reindeer. And I still think I did. And ever since
Really?
then, I've just found it to be the best thing ever. So we do the Christmas lights, the Christmas tours, all the musicals, all that stuff every year. And it's just super happy time of year.
Yeah, it is. You're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, that's listen to that. He's becoming a fast fan favorite, Seth. So it was just something from your youth. You guys made it big, the draw, everything, right? So everything about it is fun, and
Yeah.
yeah. So that's of course you're looking for more. So when do you generally listen? When you listen to our podcast or others, are you at work? Are you commuting? Are you working around the house, walking the dogs?
Yeah, I'd say a nice mix of working. I do some work at home. I work at a company as well, and split the time there. And I have a little bit of a commute too. So, the episodes tend to work out pretty nice because my round trip is about one
Yeah.
episode. So
Oh,
I
nice.
can get an episode in and stay up to date.
Let us know your round trip. We'll time the episode specifically to that. So when you pull into the driveway, we're like, okay, you're home. You're home safely.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what's cool that you guys do so well is it's not just the episode. you do the Instagram stuff. Chad, I saw you on Joe's video yesterday.
Oh yes, yeah.
These
Thank you.
these things just pop up.
He's on other
And,
shows. Oh, I wish this had come up too.
And it's always a nice surprise. Some folks, they're every 2 weeks on Wednesday, which is great too. But it's kind of cool when the day's dragging, or you're out and about and you get that alert, and it's like, oh, this is a little surprise.
Yeah, that's fun. See, I love to hear that, because you just don't know. We get emails and we get messages, but it's always great to see how people are finding it, or why they're listening, how they're listening, and right. And so, see, Seth, because we can't really plan a lot. We were going to do an episode earlier today, and Seth just couldn't do it. He was meeting with several big global CEOs, so that got pushed off. So you just never know. We don't even know when they're going to drop. Sometimes I schedule them, and who knows? But somebody just messaged me the other day and just wrote, "Boy, that Cousin Seth is hilarious." Fun fact: he's not even trying to be when he did whatever they were referencing. He's just being him. So that's the fun of it. So
I also forgot to call out the Mrs. X love story has been a fantastic follow as well.
Oh,
so I hope that's going great, Seth. And we're all rooting for you.
Oh, I appreciate it. That's so nice of you to say. It's yeah, things are amazing. Yeah.
Oh wait, you have an announcement, Seth? You have an announcement?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't prepared for this, or was I?
keep us updated. Yeah, it is funny because that we did not plan, and that just perfectly happened in the off season. I don't let him date during the season, but after Christmas, he was allowed to date and find love and not be alone. Otherwise, I just make him sit in the house and wait till we record. But it was really cool, and that also did get a big following, and that was just fun and organic, and that's what we like, because it's not. We focus on Seth's journey, and this has become all part of it. Not just the holidays and the seasons, but it resonated with people. We all want Seth to find love, especially love at Christmas, Seth.
Yeah.
What, Seth? You look like you're hiding something.
No, not at all.
All right. Let me see your finger, Seth. You have a ring on your finger.
I eloped over the weekend.
Yeah.
I did get a great deal on a new couch.
Seth, so you didn't elope over the weekend. If you get married, have you considered, because Lee, if he gets married, he expects me to come out to Chicago, and that's kind of far. And, I'd rather him come out to me. So Seth, are you announcing right now that you're not engaged yet, but you're committing to getting married in the North Carolina area? Are you committing right now?
I can make that
so that means that he's thought about it, though. Otherwise, he would just commit.
Yes. Right. There you go.
He just backdoored an engagement here.
Maybe
You're
we
right.
can workshop it right now.
This is going to break all ratings records. The Seth wedding. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. This will be like Luke and Laura's wedding on General Hospital or something. This is going to be huge, Seth. This is our Who Shot JR. We should do a cliffhanger where you ask her to marry you at the end, like on Christmas Eve. And then we come back. People have to come back mid-January for her response.
Okay.
I love that, Seth.
Okay.
What do you think?
Another
Seth?
thing that's come up in the past is Three Floyds Brewery, which Seth is a little south of you. So I used to work about 5 miles from that place. And the first time, the only time I went in there, I was on the project for about a year and a half. So all I hear is Three Floyds. I had a couple of the beers before, and they were good. I went in there. It was like the loudest heavy metal craziness. It was like I was at a concert while I'm sitting there trying to eat a pizza. And I don't know if it was a particular night, but it was not overly enjoyable. And I brought some business guys there with me, and we just kind of sat there and shoveled food in and couldn't talk, and then we got out of there.
Oh, wow. So, Seth, another not great review of Three Floyds. I'm getting, oh, geez. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. These guys are calling again. Shay, what's calling Lee? Shay, what you with Cousin Joe over there? They don't like Three Floyds, Shay?
That's the same guy that showed up at my house today and vetted me before I talked to Seth.
Oh, yes. For those of you who don't know, Lee was waiting to go on air, and all of a sudden, he's sitting there. You're getting prepared. He's getting his food ready. And all of a sudden he gets a little knock at the door, and he doesn't answer. And he's like, what is going on? Next thing you know, the door slams open, and Lee, you tell what happened.
There were 3 men in zoot suits peppermint cane design. They kicked in the door and they took out their guns, pulled the trigger, and a little flag came out and it said Mac. And then they gave me very strict rules. They patted me down and made sure I didn't have any weapons. And I explained it's just on video, and they said it doesn't matter. And then they said a couple things that I can't really repeat here. And the family's out of the house, and I'm going to give them a call when we're done here, when things are a little more calm.
So this is your security detail, Seth? This is how seriously?
You're welcome to repeat it. It's a full wand screening externally and internally. And he passed.
Yeah.
Well, that's the weird thing. They're right there.
Yeah. Oh, they're still waiting. And the good news is he doesn't need a colonoscopy now. He's good. Yeah. They also check everything. So you're good. So that's a wild story, Seth. I didn't know your security detail comes out and check. I thought they just came to my house every time before we air, but they even the guests that we have on. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, everybody. Yeah. Yeah. They're not messing around. Okay.
I like the zoot suit, peppermint candy cane zoot suit.
Yeah.
So
really caught me off guard.
Yeah, I would imagine.
That's the plan.
Seth, we should have warned him. So here's the
just
thing.
Almost comical. They're like, there's nothing they could do, but yeah, they're all trained killers.
And they all sound like, Shay, like that. That's how they talk. Yeah. They're Pinkerton guards, actually, from the 1920s. So they also bust unions.
10 years old.
That's right. Yeah, Shay, you're trying to unionize, Shay? Let's get him, boys. Tell Carnegie over there in Pittsburgh not to bust up the union, Shay. So here we are. We are here for a reason. I forget what it was. Did we taste everything yet? That's been a great episode, everybody. Thanks.
Delicious.
Yeah, delicious. No, we are here to taste Trader Joe's, but Lee's a fascinating guy, Seth. So this is really cool to get that feedback. We should interview all 23 million of our listeners and hear what their interest was, how they found us, things like that. So
yeah, absolutely.
Once we get more ratings and reviews, people will find us too more easily. So if you're listening, please give us a rating, a review, or Spotify file. That just helps other people find the show too. But let's get going. So Lee, you have 3 items. My first item's an item, and 3 items. This is like pumpkin Trader Joe's Tradio Joe's, and you're going to try your first one. Do you have any specific order, or you just want to go and whichever
I will start with pumpkin blonde brownies.
Oh, I have not tried those, and I always wanted to. Good choice. Okay.
So now I have some hopes. I have some hopes here. They feel pretty dense. They actually have some nuts in them, which is good. A lot of times you just get some concentrate. There's a little bit of some kind of icing on top, and they're not too dry. So we're going to give them a try.
Okay.
They say that they're supposed to be pumpkin forward, paired with perfect pumpkin partners like cinnamon, cloves, and ginger, pecan, and white chocolate chips with a drizzle of royal icing. So Lee is giving it a try. He's tasting. He's getting the full sensory experience.
There's Lee. That is a full embrace of pumpkin spice.
Really? Oh wow. Okay. It's
good. It's very strong. So you wouldn't want the whole plate. This is a grab and go, one snack, couple bites.
Okay.
And I would recommend, but I would recommend with restraint.
Really?
Right.
Oh my. So so you like it, but it's getting you. It sounds like there's a little bit maybe too much ginger in the bite that you took.
There's some ginger in there, and there's let's do it one more time.
Yes, I like that. So because you might have gotten a piece that had some more ginger than others, so maybe it balances out too. And the royal icing is supposed to counterbalance it. So I'm really interested in this one because Seth, I've not tried this yet, and I always get over to that section, and I want to. And then, my internal chat's like, that's a lot of simple carbs, and I run out of there, but I really want that. So
you said it has those white chocolate chips in it.
Yeah,
you like the white chocolate.
Yeah.
So what I would recommend, a little scoop of French vanilla. Put this next to it. Oh wow! And I think that's the ticket.
Really? Okay.
Nice.
Maybe you're saying, would you heat the brownie up and then put the vanilla? Is that the way to do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. Okay. All right. So out of 5 pumpkin products or whatever you want to name it, out of 5, what are you going to give this one?
I will give this 3.5 drunken elves, but they've never had a job or made any toys.
Nice. Okay.
So
Sounds like our kind of elves. So
Right.
we should invite them on the show as well. So 3.5 out of 5.
they're hard to rally up.
That's right. It's like wrangling Seth, basically. I'd probably be okay with them. So let me ask you something, Lee. On the second bite, was it better? Was it more blended and not as much spice, or because you were ready for it? Then was it better?
It's got the same amount of kick. I think
Oh, really?
that's how it's supposed to be.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. I would not think that. I would think. And was it nice and moist, or was it dry? Because that's important.
Pretty moist. I kept them covered up and put away. So I got these on Saturday, and they're dated to be used by Wednesday.
Oh, okay. So it's a short shelf life for those.
It is.
Got it. Okay. So and in general,
is,
do you like brownies in general?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Who doesn't? Right. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Gotcha. Seth, do you like brownies?
This is the one that I had. This is the one that the pumpkin spice mama was kind of staring at me as I was grabbing it, because there was only a couple left, and I was a little concerned there was going to be some activity there, but we each got one.
Okay.
Oh, okay, good. We do not want to see Cousin Lee on like YouTube, like
Right.
Karen's fighting over pumpkin or something, and one yells, "I know Cousin Seth," and the whole. You can't drop his name for this too.
Just
all right.
me getting destroyed by a lady with a kid on each hip just pounded me. Not a good look.
Man beaten with pumpkin spice blondie. So yeah, that would not be a good headline. We'd have to disavow him, Seth. I mean, we could only, so we'd have your back for all of it. Don't worry. So, oh, doggy. So Seth, you have a first item.
I do. I built
see how he's looking around, Lee. Oh, okay. I was worried you had nothing.
Pull that out of a desk drawer.
It's an electric pencil sharpener. That's my first item.
Lee, do you see behind Seth how his staff comes over, white gloves, silver platter, and brings it over? And they just pull the cap off of it? Like, it's wild how he lives. You're seeing it firsthand. It's crazy.
And Seth. He has that guy that comes in, pulls a guitar off the wall, and strums Christmas tunes behind him. It's very
amazing.
Niche.
Yeah, that's right. Here he is right now. I hear him. Oh, nice, Seth. Well, he's got quite a sound. Yeah, it is good.
The touch of a button.
That's amazing, a little servant bell you have. So, Seth, what are you tasting? What do we have here?
I got the pumpkin spice Madeline cookies.
You love a Madeline, Seth. Yes.
That we could not remember if you. I know I didn't try it, but you might have tried it last season.
I did not. You tried it during the Christmas one. You had a Madeline last year, I believe.
Okay, but it was not a pumpkin one. Let's
don't
get clear right now.
So. Okay.
Explain to me what a Madeline cookie is. I don't know if I'm familiar with this.
Okay.
It's like a shortbread kind of cookie.
Okay.
Is that a question, Seth? Or are you saying what it is?
I'm looking for answers.
Yeah, not more question. He's using Socratic reasoning with you, answering a question with a question. Seth, be definitive and tell what a Madeline. Tell what a Madeline is.
It's like little cookie.
Yeah.
I'm trying
it's a flapper I used to date. She, yeah, it's a Madeline. Get over here,
Madeline, the spongy cookie gal. You know what we call a spongy cookie, right? Yeah, but it's a soft, like kind of little sponge cake cookie. Generally shaped like an almond, I guess. And it's ribbed. Horizontally.
Enjoy that.
For everyone's pleasure. This one, I think normally they're just like a vanilla or something like that, but this one is pumpkin spice. So,
boy, Lee, he really cracked with that question. Imagine him like being interrogated. Holy cow! Threw him for a loop. What a Madeline is. Oh my gosh. Seth, we're gonna have to talk after the show, and I'm gonna have to calm you down after we log off. And I just wasn't sure what a Madeline was. I do it.
Generally they've been put on my plate or presented to me. I'm like, cookie, like soft cookie. Like, sir, they have a name. Like soft cookie, like Madeline, sir.
So Seth, you're trying it, and you're also, I appreciate that you're still keeping the show going while you're trying it. What is your first thought here? Were you able? Do you need another bite where you can think about it? and really get the full experience here.
Yeah, it's I think I will.
Oh, he's got us. Okay, he's going to try it.
Been waiting for.
Cousin Seth's first taste of the night. Okay, he's trying a Madeleine. He doesn't know what it is, but he does know to chew it, which is really good. We're seeing growth with Seth. This is his sophomore season. He's bringing it around. Okay, Seth, tell us. Breaking news. How do you like it?
This is really good.
Wow.
It's it holds true to the Madeleine cookie as far as being nice and squishy. The temperature's right, if anybody was wondering. Yeah, it's good. The pumpkin,
Yes.
the pumpkin is it's nice. It's not too much. Yeah, it's not. I could eat a couple of these.
Okay. So are you getting the pumpkin or the seasonal autumnal flavors?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just very subtle. It's very slight. You can pick up on it with each bite. But yeah, I would have to go. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5.
Oh, okay.
Let's go with Madeleine cookies.
Nice. All right.
Drunken
Oh, I'm locking it
4
in.
out of 5 drunken Madeleines. We'll go with the drunken elves. Drunken
Yeah,
Madeleines.
Shay. Yeah, Shay. All right.
Seth, are these cookies that you could house the bag, or do you have a couple with a meal? What's the game plan with these?
Good question.
Maybe after dinner, I say, with some fruit or maybe coffee or after dinner drink. You can just chew on them a little bit. Yeah. I don't know if anybody else has any other suggestions. Other ways to eat
I think
Madeleine.
chewing the cookie is a good idea, Seth, for sure. That's a good start.
No,
So-
that's good.
So for those of you listening at home, if you get the cookie, Seth is recommending to chew them. But Seth, you'd also say take them out of the package first, correct?
Yeah, but that's up to you. I don't want to impose my
Break the package open. So Seth, 4 out of 5 though, and you like Madeleines in general. So are you liking them because it's a good Madeleine overall, or you're liking it because it also has that good autumnal flavor that you're looking for here?
Yeah, it's got a combination of both. It's not overwhelming, and it's a nice cookie. And
Wow.
yeah,
Okay. And you would get this again?
Yeah, I think so.
This guy, Lee, no budget. He'll get as many as he wants.
I
It's
know.
amazing. Fascinating.
And what's the scale, Seth? 4 out of 5 what's?
Oh, drunken Madeleines.
Drunken Madeleine.
Drunken
Yes.
Madeleines.
Very nice. Yeah.
He
used to
calls
date
them
one-
Maddies after they get some drinks in her.
Drunken
Exactly.
Maddies. Yeah, absolutely. Give me my bag of Maddies.
Did you date a couple drunken Maddies back in your Jersey Shore days, Seth? We'll have to do a whole episode on that one.
Oh, that was that was great. I need all that coming out now.
Oh yeah, see, Lee, this is what happens now. Mrs. X's whole family listens to the show too, so we have to really be careful what we say. Sometimes I tell a story and I just play bagpipes over it because your Jersey Shore days, so I get like blown out there. So just kidding, Seth never did that. So here I'm going to try something. I've been waiting. I got this like a week ago, and I already know they're good because I had a whole box of these. They're the pumpkin spice biscotti, and I know they're good because the entire box has one left. That's it. So my family's been feasting on these all week. So I was like, I had to actually hide the last one. I almost forgot where I hid it and almost didn't have it for the show. So I've been waiting to try this for a week. Like I said, it's a good sign already that my family ate the whole box. Mm-hmm. They are they are good kind of crunch when you break it open, which is a good sign because I like a good biscotti. I don't want it to be moist like a Madeleine. I want it to be crispy. So I'm going with the smell. I'm definitely getting a pumpkin spice smell, which is a good start. All right, here we go. All right.
Down the hatch.
Mm-hmm.
I heard something crunch.
There's some effort happening.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work out.
Oh, these are nice. These are really good. They are definitely crunchy. Like you should dip them in a coffee or something for sure. It's weird having them dry and then talking. But a nice blend. I'm getting a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of clove. Not overly though. So not a ton, not as much pumpkin as I'd like, but definitely an autumnal aftertaste. So it is good. I'm just curious. I wish I had a cup of coffee here to try it with. I should save the other half for tomorrow morning. but it's delicious. I see, and they're kind of smaller than normal biscotti, so I can see why my family would eat them all week. So if you're looking for an autumnal biscotti that's good, the whole bag, I like these a lot. I am giving these 4 out of 5 Seth's servant staff. Now he's got dozens of them, so 4 out of 5. These are the top of the top. Yeah, so that's pretty good. I like these a lot, actually. It makes me want more.
You guys.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about you guys. That's right. Seth, do they like me, your staff? Whenever I'm there, I'm very nice to them. Okay.
Yeah, when in studio, they they refrain from talking. I was to say they know not to speak, but
right. You're a man of the people, Seth. So a good start. We have a 3.5, a 4, and a 4. Lee, what do you have next for us?
All right, next up, I am gluten-free pumpkin streusel muffins.
Oh, another item I was thinking of trying. Okay.
I didn't see those.
I like that. Oh, Seth.
I got the last one.
Right.
Yeah. Lee had to fight someone for that.
But
so it's a pumpkin streusel muffin. Is that what it is? Streusel?
It is.
Wow.
And I've quartered one here. So we have solid golden orange color. We have some kind of, I'll call it a dusting on top. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but
it looks like it. I like that you quartered it ahead of time. I love that the preparation is much appreciated, so it's ready to go.
Prep is important.
Wow. It is. So on these, it looks like I'm trying to see if I can get a write-up on it. Okay, that it's supposed to be well-balanced, some sweet brown sugar in there, a little bit of pumpkin, a little bit of pumpkin spice. So Lee is trying it now. He's thinking seriously. He knows this is make or break for Trader Joe's. Their stock goes up and down depending on what we say during these episodes. If in fact they do have a stock, I don't know if they're publicly traded. Lee, I can't tell Seth. He'd be good at poker. I can't tell.
Yeah, I'm not getting the same reaction. The same reaction as the other. I should say holding something back.
I know I put it in my mouth and chewed on it. Nothing ever happened.
Really? Wow.
Away. Let me try one more and get some more of the top in there.
So are you saying there was just not a lot of, not a lot of flavor, right, Seth? There's just very milk toast. Wow.
Like a bran muffin kind of.
Oh, you love a good bran muffin, Seth. I could see you having that.
It's more like an off-brand muffin.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Hang on a second. I have a. Wow. So that's with all that write-up, the muffins, the whole thing. I'm surprised. I thought that these would be really good.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to call the audible here and bring some pumpkin butter into the scenario.
Wow. He's on fire. Look at that.
We're gonna. So it has kind of I'd say an apple butter consistency.
Okay.
If you want to give this,
I'm okay
give this
with that
a go
so far.
All right. So I'm just gonna put a little.
Until you're like, look at the way it lines my gums. Like, oh god.
So you're putting the pumpkin butter on the muffin right now. That's what he's doing. Okay, so we're going to see if it finally makes it. Now, pumpkin butter, I assume, will make everything better. So not a good write-up on the muffin itself, though. Okay, but the pumpkin butter.
So now it tastes like pumpkin butter.
Really? Just pumpkin. And there's no flavor from this muffin, huh?
The muffin did not have much flavor. I'll say the pumpkin butter has a lot of flavor.
Okay.
So I think we're 1 for 2 right now, which statistically I think justifies always having some pumpkin butter with you.
Yes. Now I'm fascinated, Lee. I would think Pumpkin Joe's streusel, pumpkin spice, Trader Joe's pumpkin, that these would have flavor. How does it get past the tasting panel and make it and be so flavorless? I'm really shocked with this one. I thought this would be good.
I think they came in on a Saturday and made these without supervision, and they just shipped them. They're like, gotta get these out the door.
They had success with the apple streusel one. Well, it's the same formula, just throw pumpkin in it.
But I don't think they actually put pumpkin in it. I think they just maybe brushed the shipping container up against the pumpkin.
Right.
Right.
It didn't transfer.
Wow. Okay. So,
Nice.
okay.
All
So
right.
very bland muffin, but the pumpkin butter, I have a nice little fall hack for that. Stir a teaspoon or tablespoon of that into your coffee, and it is delicious. It's really good.
Really?
I tried it. Yes. Like butter's good in coffee anyway.
Yeah.
Pumpkin butter, maybe a little
It was the
pumpkin
rage in
puree,
the
blend it up.
1840s.
That's right.
Do we know what pumpkin butter actually is? Is it?
Seth, do you want to ask your chef de cuisine to come in? I mean, they're.
Oh,
no. He's coming in, Seth. Let's ask Chef De La Seps what pumpkin butter is. How you doing, Chef De La Seps? Good to see you.
Fantastic. This is so good to see you again.
Chef
If
De
it's
La
not a
Seps.
beer, there is butter.
And so it's not Chef De La Seps is pumpkin butter non-dairy. Is that what it is?
What do you think? Huh? What is your thoughts on this?
All right, Chef De La
I'm not
Seps. You don't
going
want
to lead
to.
you to this. You're going to take me down a road I don't want to go.
He's out of here.
You
Lee, he's
know,
not
nothing
interested in
cuisine.
talking. All right. So, what is pumpkin butter? Is a good question. I guess it's non-dairy, right?
It's pumpkin, sugar, honey, lemon,
Mm.
cinnamon, cloves, ginger, and nutmeg.
Wow. No wonder why it's so good in coffee. I can't wait to have it now. Wow. Are you going to try it in your coffee, Lee?
I absolutely will tomorrow morning.
Nice. All right.
Oh.
Report back. Everyone who's listening. Uh-oh, Seth, what happened? Pumpkin butter and coffee you don't like? Because we may have to have an emergency tasting. Oh, really? Okay. Good to know. Making a note. Seth hates butter in coffee. Oh, Seth, I forgot to tell you. I meant to tell you off air. We're doing an episode next week where we're trying all these different pumpkin butters, bulletproof coffees, and different types of butter coffee. I'll let you know, though. So
Perfect.
So this is a pumpkin puree cooked in small batches with sugar, honey, and spices. So they marry with the pumpkin smooth, with a decadent taste. Okay, wow, I like that. Okay, so this is going to be good. Do you have a little frother, Lee, to froth it up too? Because that's how I do it with some oat milk or whatever kind of milk you use. But I use oat milk; it's really good. Awesome. So what are you rating the muffin? Is that just doesn't sound good?
So the muffin, I'm going to give 2 Rudolphs. But
Wow.
instead of a red nose, it has one of those heater lamps that you have in your bathroom. So it's not really red. It's kind of an off orange.
Right. Okay. But gives off a nice heat, though. Okay. I like that.
It does.
And so that's a 2. That's even higher than I thought you were going to say because it sounded like it was just cardboard, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I think you could pair it with some stuff, whether it's the butter or, I don't know, something better.
Right.
I'll stick with 2.
Like an
Only
entirely
time
new
for
food
that.
item.
Yeah. Just
Trader
replace it
Joe's.
with a hamburger. And it'll be great.
Yeah, that was really good.
Right. Well, if you're in Trader Joe's, if you're listening, maybe move the pumpkin butter next to the streusel things. Good
There you
strategic,
go.
and you'll unload both those items. Hopefully.
This is how, see, Lee, you see how the mind of a billionaire works. He just doubled sales by simple placement. Amazing. I
It's a
could
whole
study you
other
all day,
level.
Seth.
People
really
can go
is, right?
tomorrow to see if it happened. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I know. Seth will be out. He'll be outside Trader Joe's. You'll see this. And everybody who's buying the streusels, will have pre-bought all the pumpkin butter. He'll be selling them for triple the cost to everyone with the streusel. I love it, Seth. Brilliant.
He's a
So,
pumpkin
Seth, what
butter
is
tycoon.
he
You're
is?
gonna get
He's a
dry.
magnet.
Right. Got my
That's
hands on
something, buddy.
everything.
That's it. What do you have for your next item, Seth? And let me guess, pumpkin butter. Now that you're the pumpkin butter king, everything's pumpkin butter. This guy, yeah.
I am going with the pumpkin spice teeny tiny pretzels.
Yes, I have had those, Seth.
Yogurt
I've had those.
flavor coating and crushed pumpkin spice pumpkin seeds. Okay.
Okay,
There's
so
no
Seth,
way this can be good.
Yeah.
oh, you think it won't be good?
It's
I think so. There's
Seth,
too
you like
much.
pretzels? Okay.
you like
You like pretzels, Seth?
covered pretzels. I like
Okay.
that it's not white chocolate. That would have been the deal breaker, I think.
Interesting. Our grandfather loved white chocolate, Seth. He always had a collection in the fridge.
But it looks like it's a very light yogurt coating. I'm praying it's
Okay.
a very light yogurt coating.
So this is what Trader Joe's says. They're spiced teeny tiny pretzels. They take classic mini pretzels with all its salty, crispy, crunchy glory and cover them in sweet pumpkin spice infused yogurt coating. And then they take their own spiced pumpkin seeds, add spices and sweets, even bits of lemon peel for a symphony of salt, sweet, crunchy pumpkin spice goodness. So Lee might be right where there's too much going on. They are tiny.
Wow.
Or they're a good mix, Seth. And you, Seth, how are you with yogurt?
Into that package.
There is a lot in that little tiny pretzel. There's only one per bag, and it's $1,000 a bag. There's a lot going on. It's like at Nobu. Okay. Seth is trying it. He's got a great poker face, Lee. We can't tell what he's thinking. He maybe
think this is good.
No. Seth, are you trying to? Yeah.
I'm going to surprise everyone, but they're very good. The thing is,
he loves it.
Good to me is because it's almost minimal or very minimal yogurt on it. So I'm like,
okay.
Yeah. So I'm getting like a lot of the pretzel. I'm not tasting any pumpkin spice.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you like it that it tastes like a pretzel, is what you're saying. He's trying it again. Are you eating them whole, Seth?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Which one was mashing them up for me?
I don't. Yes, I think somebody's chewing them for you and then giving you the pre-masticated pieces. So yeah, like a pelican. So I know I'm just curious because there's so much going on with it. I would think you'd have to have the whole bite at once to get the full experience.
Yeah, no, I ate a whole one. I ate 2 whole ones.
You better go get your steps in.
They are really small.
Hey Seth, what is the count? How many are in a bag? Is it like 10 or 50?
Oh no, it's a big bag. I mean, there's got to be
okay,
like 50. Yeah, it's a pretty sizable bag. They're not bad. But I'm not getting any pumpkin spice out of it. I'm getting mostly pretzel and maybe a little bit of the yogurt. So good. But yeah, if you're looking for something exclusively pumpkin. So with that, I'll have to go.
Here we go. I'm excited.
I don't know.
Did you like them? You didn't like them?
I'm gonna have to go.
Nerve-wracking.
3, probably
a 3
teeny tiny pretzels.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they're good pretzels, like standalone or even as a little snack. But yeah, there's no pumpkin, and I'm not getting any pumpkin at all. So.
Right. Okay. Interesting. So you still gave it a 3. Now I do get those every year. I usually get like 1 bag a year and keep them around, and I'll usually grab 1 for a little bit of like a sweet flavor. But I don't find myself going back for a ton. But I will get it every year. I guess it's more psychosomatic, like in my head that I taste the pumpkin spice because I taste a little more than you think, Seth, but it might be the whole packaging. I'm easily influenced. I'm not as much of an intellect as you are, Seth.
That's not fair.
Oh, thank you. He's so sweet, isn't he, Lee? He almost choked to get out a compliment for me. Such a sweet guy.
Gives a little bit back.
Well,
yes, he does.
Like this is where you respond in kind.
That's right.
Oh, that means.
Hey, well, it's working, Seth. Whoever you hired to help you become more human, it's working, and keep it up. Keep up the work. I like that. So, okay. Oh, I think I'm up next. Oh, this is exciting. Okay. So, it stayed pretty good. Okay. Did you guys ever try these hold the cones? Can you see this?
Oh, yeah.
The mini hold the cones. They have them all year round, different flavors, different incarnations. For Christmas, they have like a peppermint one. It's delicious. I got the pumpkin spice hold the cone. It's a hard shell top. It's pumpkin ginger ice cream. I'm very excited for this.
So, Chad, two questions.
Yes.
So one, you said it's okay. I'm worried. What could have happened before it made it to your mouth? Was there concern it wasn't going to survive?
Yes, I kept it. I thought it might have melted completely, and I kept it in like a little Yeti thing. And so that's all. That's all it was.
So it's really frozen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's full on ice cream, actually.
I thought that was one of those like sugar cones where they have basically frosting. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay.
It's ice cream, and picture that old, like, what was it called? There's that hard shell. Yeah, magic shell. Yeah. That's like what the top is. And and inside is actual pumpkin ginger ice cream. I have had these before, so I'm going to give them another try. live on
How do
air.
you eat that one?
I think
I mean,
they have.
Yeah, go on, Seth.
I think they have the ginger pumpkin.
Yeah.
I know they have a pumpkin ice cream, a standalone pumpkin ice cream. Oh, nice bite. You got some cone in there. I'm okay with ice cream. You're not going to get anything out of it. I debated getting the pumpkin ice cream. I'm like, I love ice cream. Like, if I eat this and it is actually absolutely terrible, I'm like, ugh.
That would have been good for you to try. I have had their pumpkin ice cream. It's delicious. The Trader Joe's hold the cone pumpkin ginger version.
Mhm.
It's fantastic. It is so good. I get pumpkin flavor in the ice cream. The topping works. The cone works. The size of it works. It's just easy to have. I mean, I took that bite and I got pretty much everything. It's just the bottom bit of the cone left. It's definitely a winner. This is my favorite. Their hold the cones are great all year round. The Christmas one is great. Highly recommend it. I don't see how I can give this anything short of. Are we ready? I'm giving it the full on. Seth, are you ready? Are you seated?
Yeah.
Lee, are you ready?
Know.
I'm giving it out. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5, everybody. Yeah. Wow. People are jumping over their seats.
Part of something.
Yeah, that was magical.
That was a movement.
Did you see the crowd? That was like Arsenio Hall's dog pound. They were like going crazy, jumping over seats. That was awesome.
The floor shaking.
Yeah, you're right. Wow. Bobby Bagpiper, let's celebrate a 5 out of 5. Here we go. He's been waiting all episode to play for you, Lee. There he goes. Beautiful.
Nice and those come up.
All right, now watch this, Lee. If Seth tells them to stop clapping, Seth, tell them stop clapping. Watch they all stop at once.
No.
Isn't that amazing?
Sorry, I was a little rash, but I apologize, everyone.
That's fine. Oh, he apologized to everybody.
Have a little fun.
How do those come packaged? Are they in like a bag or are they in a tray?
It's like a box in the frozen section right by the ice cream, and you pull them out of a tray. And I think there's like 8 or 12 in there, actually. It might be 8. They're really good. I highly recommend it. When you go back next time, get them. They do sell out. And the like I said, the Christmas one is awesome. And they're so fun because you can have like a whole like dessert and all that flavor. Normally, if I wasn't on air, I would eat that in like 10 bites. I would take 10 little bites and really make it last.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Yeah, but that's it. That's a good one. I'm happy with that. So 5 out of 5. We scored a big one tonight. Everybody check that out. Lee, you are up next with your third item. Here on Tradio, Lee's got his third item coming.
So this is, I'm not psyched. Pumpkin brioche twist.
Okay.
And
maybe
it's described as classic French style with a hint of warm spices. And when I opened the bag, it just kind of shrunk.
Really?
So
is that a good sign or a bad sign?
Right.
I don't think it's good. And then it's supposed to have these kind of stripes in it, but what you can't tell is that it kind of has the consistency of like an air filter for your car.
Oh wow, this is not a good start at all.
This is like
I either have 10 air filters here, or I'm about to be very surprised.
Yes.
So I'm gonna give this a go.
Oh wow! I mean, the bar can't be set any lower, at least. So, let's see. He's crying. This is not good, Seth. He's already crying about it. He doesn't like it.
I need
no.
water.
So he's. So interesting choice. I bet it'll be good with pumpkin butter, Seth. You know, we're selling more pumpkin butter here.
Right. Well, what got me was they said it was a sweet treat, and it's not sweet, nor is it a treat.
Wow.
I might give this to a guy at work that I don't like, or something like that.
Oh my gosh! Wow, this is a total car wreck. This one.
Let's give it second chances here.
Okay. He's trying it again, everybody. He's giving it the old college try, as they say. He's giving it a fair shake. He's shaking his head. Now, again, he was not feeling it right as soon as he opened it, but he's trying it. Is it going to be just, uh-oh, I hear the sounds now.
So
This is now-
I have a friend that smokes about 2 packs of cigarettes a day, and now I
Okay.
think I know how he feels.
Trying to
Really?
choke that
Oh my gosh. Wow. Lee just ran out of the room. It's just
Nice.
he's,
down. Tried to like slump down in his chair.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
wow.
Cardiac episode.
I'm good. I'm gonna need some help, fellas.
Lee, do you want to
So
try
that
it? No, with pumpkin
gonna
butter, I was going to
say,
say. Maybe put a
I
little
think we're
pumpkin
gonna
butter
call
on.
in the go-to, because I think what we're finding is about half of their pumpkin stuff doesn't really have pumpkin stuff,
Right.
and the fix-it-all is pumpkin butter, which isn't butter.
Right.
Yeah, really. This is really unraveling before our eyes.
And
I
we're using
lost
it
my
during our
ears.
dessert edition.
Yeah, right. The dessert edition should be sweet, should be everything. So is brioche something you would generally have as a dessert, or you would have it with other things? Although I guess they're making it desserty. Oh, they say, and toast with nut butter. It says right on the package. They suggest some kind of butter with it. So I bet
Yeah,
it'll be
like
good with the pumpkin butter.
I've had it with almost like a frosting or a drizzle, some kind of
Mhm.
sugary drizzle, but
Yeah.
yeah, by itself, no good. So maybe I'm not cultured on the French French food as much as I should. But here we go.
All right, he's trying again now with the pumpkin butter. Lee is a good sport. He's trying everything he can to keep Trader Joe's in business, trying it again. He's got a good poker face. Seth, what do you think? He's liking it with the pumpkin butter or not?
Yeah. Oh, okay. There's a nod. So
Oh.
yeah, he's inconsistent with this. He's enjoying the pumpkin butter.
There's
Well, at least it's improving these things.
there's
Mhm.
been redemption.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I think what I think happened. I think Trader Joe's overproduced their pumpkin butter, and then they had to produce things to put the pumpkin butter on.
Necessity is the
So-
mother of invention. Right.
It is, and
Wow.
I think it's a fair treat. Now, here's what you can do: put a little of that pumpkin butter on it, maybe some cinnamon on top, maybe put a little
wow.
bit of nutmeg. Kind of, choose your own adventure. I think you
Yeah,
could have
okay.
some fun with it.
My God.
Interesting.
You
Okay.
may just
Right
you and Chad must
Right
may
up.
have just found soulmates in each other. Notify your partners.
It should blend it too. Just blend it all and then drink it. Yeah. That's fascinating. Okay, I love that. So all right, so you found a way to make it work. I love your theory that they made so much pumpkin butter. They're like, we need good vehicles for this pumpkin butter to go on. That's interesting. They reverse engineered things to go on the pumpkin
did.
butter. Okay.
So Trader Joe's is really a pumpkin butter distributor, and everything
That's
else
right.
is just an accessory.
Yeah, see, they're onto us, boy. Yeah, this Lee's too smart. Say, let's get him, Seth.
If I get
Next time we're over there.
disappeared tonight, you know who did it.
Right.
I know, seriously. If anyone comes to your door, just don't answer. Don't. Oh no, Lee, do
Well, they
not.
got very friendly. They got very friendly.
Right
With
there.
a Trader Joe's shirt.
No, don't. Just let them. Don't go away. Don't walk away. Oh my God, poor Lee's had a lot of
Let's see if we
visitors
want to try
today.
one of our apple cider donuts today. It's a
Yeah.
little late.
And look who it is now, Seth. Look who's at the door. It's Dr. Now. You got to put in the work. You've got to put in the work. Okay, so here we go. So, okay, what are you rating the brioche? It doesn't sound like it's going to be very good.
So just the brioche, it's going to be one Zoot Suit Enforcer.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
1 out of 5. That's not great. What about
You
with
know what?
the pumpkin butter on it?
And I'm gonna follow up with, he doesn't even have the candy cane stripes. It's just a red
Oh.
suit.
Oh, no. This is terrible.
It's been beaten and left for dead. Like, all right.
What about with the pumpkin butter?
I think the pumpkin butter adds 1.5 Zoot
Oh,
Suit
okay.
Enforcers to anything.
Okay, right. It's basic right there. Oh, you got a polite clap from the
Endorsement.
audience. Seth, I guess it's time we should tell the audience to look under their chairs. They all have their own supply of pumpkin butter. Yeah, they love it. You know it. And turn it over. Cousin Seth autographed every one of them. So how about that, everybody? Yes, that's right. The crowd, Seth.
I actually
They
got the
absolutely-
body butter. I got the
Oh,
pumpkin
no.
body butter for everybody. No,
Oh,
don't eat that. Don't eat
that. The pumpkin scrub body butter. Nice move, Seth. Someone's getting fired
bad.
tonight. So, Seth, what is your third and
They could
final
be me.
item?
But I might just do it for fun. No, I'm kidding.
That's right.
Okay, so I had 2 items. Some would say I over-prepared. But one of them, I haven't even opened it, but all the reviews of the baked goods thus far have been pretty bad. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm debating between a pumpkin loaf.
Okay.
Yeah. Lee's shaking his head like, don't do anything loaf.
And you got the donuts, I bet, Seth, right? Did you get the
This
donuts?
is a low-free zone.
Yeah.
Right. Just a little sausage right through the middle. Or the pumpkin spice cookies.
Oh, okay.
Excuse
Interesting.
me.
Probably the same yogurt that's on the pretzels. Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one has a little viewing area so you can see.
Oh.
It doesn't look too bad. So I'm like, all right, I can do it. Again,
I think, Lee, would you have a preference which one he tries?
I mean, to strengthen the brotherhood, I really want him to try the loaf so we can
Yeah,
all
I
have
think
kind
so.
of a war story.
okay.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. I like that a lot. I like Seth.
All
You've
right.
got to give it a try. Seth's a
I'll
team
let them
player.
know.
He'll give it a try.
All
I
right.
agree because we can see maybe, Seth has a very refined palate. I mean, he goes to Nobu 6-7 times a week. He really knows good food. So he will be able to tell us how this is against world-class chefs. I have had this pumpkin loaf before. I will withhold any comments about it, but I have had it, Seth.
I will tell
Oh.
you, the smell is delightful.
Oh, very nice.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, it smells like a banana bread. There's a hint of the pumpkin.
Okay.
I know this is going to be so déclassé, but I'm going to use my hands.
Oh,
I don't
wow,
have a
okay.
knife.
Seth, I see one of your staff is decanting a specific red wine for you that you have with pumpkin loaf from your cellar. What is that? Is that something special or?
It's
Cousin Seth has
vintage,
gone feral.
around for a little while.
Yeah. Have you, Seth?
Mhm.
Are you trying it? Like, how are you eating
am.
this? Are you cutting it?
Just peel
So-
a little.
Oh, okay. You're using your
Yeah.
hands.
Yes,
Look at you.
very
Lee, you're right. He's gone
dignified.
feral.
Mhm.
Okay. I was wondering. I didn't see someone cutting it for you. This is fascinating. Look at you go, Seth. You're growing so much. I'm so happy. Okay. And Lee, you notice he's wearing a Chicago hat again. So again, if you've heard,
I see that.
it's so if he gets lost, they know where to return him, what city. So
Yep.
it happens. Okay. When he comes to visit me, I give him a North Carolina hat and he finds his way back.
I think I have a conflicting Memphis T-shirt on.
Oh no.
I got my Milwaukee Brewers.
Oh yeah. And Seth yesterday was wearing, or 2 days ago, we asked his daughter to send us a picture of what he was wearing, and you had on, what was it? What geographical location?
The Kiowa Island one.
Yes, Kiowa Island.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no,
South
that was Mrs. X photography skills. Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Went
So
out
to
for
be
some-
clear here,
Mhm.
Seth tried the loaf and then immediately started talking about hats and t-shirts.
Exactly. Not a great sign. Not a great sign at all.
How's your loaf, Seth?
I
Yes,
am
Seth.
kind of surprised. It's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, it's not too dry. It's still
Okay.
it's pretty moist. There's a nice granulated sugar on the top, so it's
Okay. It's not ginger on top. It's just like a sugar, actually, right? Not like candied ginger.
no.
Okay.
I don't think so. That's a good question.
Okay.
Is that even a
I think
thing?
there was in it or something, but I'm not sure. Okay, so you're still eating. Lee, he's still eating it. I have a
I
feeling
am
he's going to get
shocked.
a good.
Yeah, I don't know. That is really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's anything bad I could say about it. So I think I probably, if anything, I'd have to give it 4.5 non-filled pumpkin loaves.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Only
nice.
reason why I wanted
Okay.
because there's not the
Lee's mind is
pumpkin
blown.
is there.
I
It's-
need to go to bed.
Isn't that amazing?
like totally thrown. You're like, wait a second, I was expecting someone to retch or something, expecting something.
Lee, this is what it is. When you're on air with Seth, you get off air, your head's spinning, you're going to try to explain this to your wife, and it's just like you just need to decompress in a little meditation room for a while. This happens. It's the Seth effect.
Here's
It's like
what
when you come up from deep sea diving.
I mean, we have a loaf that is within half a point of ice cream.
Yes, right. After the other loaf just got a 2. The other brioche just got a 2. Wow.
Yeah. It's I mean, it's a different type of thing, but no, I mean,
Different
I
loaf.
really like banana bread. It's a loaf. Maybe I have
Different
things for
type of
loaves. Right. I now only eat things in loaf form.
Seth, this is all I have had it, like I said, and Lee, I can confirm it's actually very good. So this is one we get in my house. So it's a party right there. You've got to try it, Lee, and see what you think. Seth, Lee might just be anti-bakery. It might be.
I could be. I could be a wild card, but so I need to get the ice cream. And what's the specific name of the loaf so I can go acquire a loaf?
Yes, it's pumpkin loaf, right, Seth? Just called the pumpkin loaf, I think,
with a delightfully spiced sugar topping.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's how I describe you, Seth. A delightfully spiced sugar topping. Makes everything a little sweeter. You know what, Seth? We're going to celebrate with a song. Here we go. Woo! It's very seasonally appropriate. Yeah. There we go, Seth. All right. So that was exciting. Little disco for you. All right. So, wow. We should have Seth go last. And my mind's kind of blown on that one. That was fantastic, Seth. Got to regroup, catch my thoughts. Okay,
recalibrate your scale. I'm a little concerned. We've not been zeroed out in a while.
No, right. I know. It's like when you come up from deep sea diving and you have to go in the room so you don't have nitrogen in your blood. That's where right now I'm in the decompression chamber. Yes. Right. And I've been dealing with Seth since the 70s, and I still need to decompress here. So, all right, these are cookies we just made before the show. So you have to make them. Oh, who's that puppy? Look at that guy. Who's that?
It's Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh, cute. Oh, Charlie. Say hi. I should have brought Baby or Astro to get, or Yo-Yo, Seth. You could have brought Yo-Yo. I don't know if you guys saw on Instagram. Oh, Charlie must love it. Did you see the sunrise picture with Baby I had the other morning? That was a nice picture.
That was over the weekend.
Yeah. I just snapped it. I was like, oh, I should have. That was just nice with Baby. Baby's cute in every picture, but I like that picture. Anyway,
Charlie must love mediocre pumpkin spice food because he's looking hungry.
Yeah, is it so bad? Charlie's thumbing his nose at the pumpkin brioche.
He's making sure I don't have any more. He's very concerned.
Oh, nice. All right, so I'm going to give this cookie a try. Like I said, we just made it. This is the pumpkin spiced snickerdoodle cookie. It comes in a package. You have to bake it, but it's very easy to bake. So we made it right before the show. I've never had it before. I can tell you right now, it's a nice moist feel, at least the consistency.
Chad, did you have any of the cookie dough before you baked it?
I did not. My wife did, and I'm going to check on her afterwards because there was egg in it. So I will give a follow-up on how she's doing, but I should have tried it. But okay. It smells really good. You guys like cookies, snickerdoodle in general? I guess everybody likes cookies. All right, here we go.
Contemplation.
Interesting.
This is a man discovering things.
Right. He's giving careful thought, consideration.
I'm just trying to really get, because for me, these treats have to be autumnal. They could be amazingly tasting. If I don't get fall out of them, it won't get a good rating. I'm going in for another bite. Give me a second. Because it's good, don't get me wrong, but is it autumnal?
And is it better than the loaf?
Sounds like nothing is. Okay.
Yeah, you think you have it?
I feel like you pulled back a little bit.
It's interesting because it was vacillating between plain snickerdoodle, then a pumpkin-y snickerdoodle. And now that it's sitting a little bit, it does have a very nice pumpkin spice aftertaste. Not overwhelming, but it's not a pure snickerdoodle cookie. So I'm enjoying it. I think this is good. If you had this out for fall and want a fall flavor, it's good. I would I just got a little bit of pumpkin as I was talking there. Interesting. It's a slow burn. This happened to me when I was at one of the Grateful Dead shows I was telling you about, Lee. All of a sudden, the entrails and things start.
It happens.
Yeah, it does. So it's actually quite good. I love the consistency. I like that you bake it because it's kind of like we're not fully into baking season yet with the Christmas stuff. So I got to make it. The house smelled good. I like it. I like it. It's not up there with the ice cream, but I'm giving it a very solid. I'm giving it a 3.75. That's what I'm giving it.
Okay.
3.75 what?
Do we have to get that approved?
3.7 fun. 3.75.
3.7 fun.
I've lost my mind. I've lost my ability to speak. 3.75. I don't even know. Pumpkins out of 5 pumpkins. I've got nothing funny on this one because I actually still taste it. It's still good. It's like a good wine from Seth's cellar. It has a nice long like aftertaste. So it's really good. I recommend it. I just had to run out and buy like the pumpkin ice cream, but definitely give it a try. And I think it's fun that it's easy to bake, but you do get to bake it. And that always makes things more fun and feels a little more holiday year season, especially like tonight. We're filming this on a Monday, baking on a Monday. That's fun. I mean, that just makes the house better. So that gave that extra 0.25 points too. So I liked it. It was definitely good. I should have had a better rating system, but that's a good one. That's the only thing we baked. Now I do have a pumpkin bread that we're going to bake too, but we didn't get around to that. So we'll do it. So overall, Lee, let's just wrap it up. Do you normally get pumpkin stuff at Trader Joe's? I know you've discovered the pumpkin stuff, but you normally go to Trader Joe's and get theirs. Mm-hmm. So this batch overall, how do you feel? I seem like a little underwhelmed rather with this.
Yeah, I think I picked too many things from the baking round table. I should have grabbed kind of one thing from there, one thing from the freezer, switched it up a little bit. So I got a little caught up in the excitement of the round table, I think.
Right. I did the same thing. You walk right in and it's like they have those couple there and everything's nice. So you're like, oh, there's pumpkin that. And then you tend to forget there's another section out back.
You read the labels and they're like this fantastically delightful sweet morsel. And I'm like, well, heck, I can't say no to that.
Right. Yeah, they really sell it well.
Especially you went on a Saturday. So the crowd alone will get you in such a frenzy because you're like, I have to grab that before it's gone forever. Yeah. So, all right. Seth, your thoughts.
No, did they have
the
Kringles near you? The one near you with that like big, it's kind of like a Danish ring kind of thing.
By me, they had a pumpkin Kringle this year. Yeah. And I should have gotten it. I did not get it. You don't have them at yours?
Oh, no, they do. They do.
Yeah.
So a Kringle's different than a Madeline.
A Kringle's like a huge Danish, basically, like a pastry.
Okay.
With pumpkin filling. You would know if they have them. They're big and white packaging from Racine Kringle or something from Madison or with Wisconsin.
Danish farm or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. Anyway, Seth, what are your thoughts? Second time around now doing Trader Joe's desserts. What's your thought overall?
I remember last year I'm liking them for the most part, which was weird because I don't eat a ton of sweet stuff. So
no, you don't. He's plain rye bread for breakfast, Lee. That's what he has.
Right. You might like this brioche nonsense.
Maybe do something with it. I like raisin bread. I don't know. Does that do anything?
You're wild, man.
Raisin bread's good.
I get crazy. So some pumpkin.
So what is kind of for each of us, I guess, if we're going to a pumpkin party out of our own 3, what do we bring in? I guess I'm bringing the brownies and the butter for anything else.
Definitely the butter. You'll save everything. That's a good question. What do we all bring to the pumpkin party? Okay, Seth, what are you bringing?
I think probably those maybe the loaf. I would put it on a different tray or something. But like I baked this pumpkin loaf.
Right.
Wow.
Nice.
Really? Yeah. It's a good conversational piece. Like who brings a loaf to a party? Like, okay.
Would you cut it first, Seth, or would you just bring the loaf in its entirety?
No, I would just bring the loaf and I'm like, I'm like, I would assume everyone has something. No, I'd
That
probably
would be
bring
like
it to
everybody's got hands. Use your hands.
Exactly. He's going feral, like you said.
Right.
Well, I have the franchise player. I have the pumpkin ginger spice hold the cone, and I noticed there's still a little bit left in there. So it's really good. Definitely recommend it. So I'm bringing that. Everybody's like, "Wow, great pick. That was awesome." So sorry, I have to chew that. So this was fantastic, Seth. This is Lee's first time with us. I have a question for you, Seth.
Yes.
Has Lee earned the title of honorary cousin after his first choice? Now, Seth, you've told people yes, you've told people no. It doesn't end well when he tells people no. I mean, it's like a long way back after that. So, Seth, how did Lee do? Are you giving him the title of Christmas cousin Lee, Seth? Oh my God. I'm nervous.
You did amazing. We love having you on. And we couldn't call ourselves family without you. So
wow.
I'm quitting my job tomorrow.
Well, if you're family, Seth will put you on the payroll. You won't have to work, Lee. It's fine. So that's how it goes.
What's funny is I've actually worked for Seth for 7 years, and he doesn't know me.
He doesn't even know.
I'm in his basement right now.
He wouldn't know. That means you're 12 stories down from him. He would not know. He's up in the belfry with the bats. So it's fine. It's very Halloween-y. Speaking of which, we will have a Halloween episode coming up with Magway Mike again, the Halloween expert. That's going to be fun. We have this will air after our 150th episode, so forget that. Which we haven't yet recorded, even though this is our 152nd. It's all circuitous the way we do things here. But Lee, this is fantastic. I love that we're calling you King of all super fans, Lee. And this is fantastic that you came on. You went out of your way to get your stuff. You were prepared. This is a lot of fun. He loves the Christmas Cousins, the Stern Show, the Grateful Dead. I mean, Lee is, the audience, what do you think about Lee? Huge. This is fantastic.
I found my place.
I think so. Lee, we'd love to. I think when we do the Trader Joe's Christmas items, maybe we can have you back on for that again. That'll be fun. Stay away from the bakery section. And
Yes.
or maybe go back in. You don't know, right? And try it.
I'll throw in some wild cards and see what we can do. Now, I don't know if they have peppermint butter, but we'll find out.
That would be good. Yes, we will. We will find out if they have eggnog, and we'll be having Seth try that. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. But everybody,
I've never had eggnog.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just got yourself another.
That's right.
I've seen that smile, Chad.
Seth Lee just got himself booked on another episode.
Right.
And I have a fear of eggnog. Yeah.
Really?
I don't fear much, but it's the texture, it's the bubbliness, it's just the name. It's not good. There's nothing good about it.
Oh, this is music to my ears.
No, that's not true. I did. I shook it up. Oh, my stomach just turned. Actually.
Oh, I'm just hearing music right now. This is the best news I've heard all night. Lee hates eggnog, and it's coming into eggnog season. All right, Lee, I'll be reaching out. Don't worry. You'll be getting the email soon. Seth, you'll try it also. We have a few other people who've never tried eggnog. We'll just have it all on. It'll be like Stand By Me, where one person throws up to the next one, throws up to the next one. It'll be my masterpiece. We'll drop the mic after that and quit. So everybody, if you've listened this long, I thought we were going to go a half hour. Lee, it's so much fun. We've gone an hour 18. It feels like 15 minutes. I hope we didn't take up too much of your night. This was a lot of fun. And Lee, I don't know if there's anything you need to plug. But if you want for our 23 million listeners, but everybody who's listening here, check us out at Christmas Cousins Pod on Facebook and Instagram, christmascousinspod@gmail.com. I do have some great emails we got in recently that I forgot to read, and I will read on an upcoming episode or an episode that airs before this, or who knows how it works. But very exciting. Seth, any final words to leave us out? You're our leader. Seth, anything of inspiration?
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun, and everybody kept it down and kept their items down.
I'm sorry.
I think it was a win-win for everybody.
All right. I love that. Well, thank you again, Lee. Thank you, audience. You're always fantastic. Audience, drive home carefully. Take your pumpkin body butter, scrub, whatever that is. And we will see you next time. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.